Hello and welcome to day 10 of the trading series. In today's video, we're going to do a continuation of a trade that was taken on April 12th for the strategy wars that I submitted. So we talked about this first trade here that I went over in the last video. So if you guys did not catch that video, that's video number 9 in the trading series if you want to know more about why I even entered into this trade. But in today's video, we're actually going to go over the second trade here because the reason for entering was different, even though it's all on the same day. And kind of based off of this initial idea about the break and the retest, but using this level, but it's not a breakout that is to why I entered. So I kind of wanted to give this trade entry a little love of its own. So what you'll see is I am here on the NASDAQ 100. It is the 1 minute time frame. I explained this in the last video, and I also explained it in my write-up here that I did use the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame as my higher time frames for these levels. The level that you are looking at, zone really, is this green shaded box here. So this was my resistance for the 15 and 1 hour, and this is my support for the 15 and 1 hour. Now, just a quick recap, I did have this bearish breakout from it, a retest of the zone for the 15 and 1 hour, and then a continuation breakout. And that's why I entered into this trade. I did move my trade to break even, and I never actually got the full 2R because it would have hit here. But because I did move at 1.5 reward, which was around this area, and then the market came back up to retest this previous support level that is now turning resistance. Flipping, it was your support that you broke through. This was your previous support, breaks through it. It's coming back up to retest it, and it's now creating your resistance because you have a top, here with the market, comes down, creates what's called a neckline, and then comes up and makes another double top. Now it's to actually break back through into this zone again. So you're looking at what's called a double top and then a rejection of that. In some cases, people call this a letter M. So here's your M that we have. And when people have seen either the neckline break or you have the middle of the M, I guess you would call it the middle of the M, when that is broken. So you would look at this level here. And when that level is broken and the market comes below it, and that's when you would decide to get it. Now, in this case, it technically does come below with this bearish candle. This would have been an entry. I am late to it. I was actually in the middle. I think I stayed in here. I believe I did. Yeah, I was actually in the middle of a live for the community. I was hosting a live stream. So you guys can see I was in the middle of doing a live stream. So I was trying to multitask and actually get in and still figure out lot sizes and figure out what I wanted to do with that while the live was running, which is more difficult than you may believe. So anyhow, while that was all going on, I did notice this because I did set an alert for this price break, and I got it while I was hosting that live stream. And then this was the candle that kind of gave me that warning. But I was in the middle of live. Each candles are 1 minute, so time goes by quick. I was trying to get a markup figured out, what I wanted to do, and all that, plus a lot size, while also hosting this live. So anyhow, it was a little later than I probably wanted to be, but either way, you could have gotten in at the close of candle here, or you could have been more cautious and waited for another bump down to make a new lower low to really confirm, because this was nice. This was a breakout, comes up, retest again, but shows that it's making market structure. So you're seeing a nice market structure starting to be formed where it's not coming up and making another triple top or a higher high. It's failing to do any of that, and it's just kind of hitting at this level, testing, and then dropping again. I will link a video. I did one a very long time ago, so it is a little outdated, but I'll link it if you want to know more about M's and W's. M's are what you usually see when you're looking for a bearish move on the second leg, and W's are what you would see when you were looking for a bullish move. That second leg of the W would be your bullish move. But yeah, go check out that video. I'll link it above for you guys if you are interested. So about the actual entry itself. So I got in here at close of candle. For my stop loss, because it already came up and retested here, and we are already starting to make new market structure, I can keep my stop loss just slightly above that area, and I don't need to go all the way up here at the top. And that's what I decided to do with this. And then targeting the same 1800 number that I was trying to get over here because I still believed in that bank number. I just moved my stop loss here, my trailing stop, and it just was like unfortunate where my entry was because of where it retested. But nonetheless, it all worked out perfectly fine because I ended up getting the 1800 for my take profit. This was a level, and I don't have it marked on here, and I do apologize. It was a level on the 1 hour as well. And you can kind of see where price starts to accumulate a little bit here. So yeah, that's what I was going for there. And that worked out to be like a 2R for me. So that's what you'll see here on my trade. So remembering I'm working with a 50K account, I had roughly about a 2R with that second trade that I took that day. And then I did have the previous smaller $88 win that was just like me moving to slightly in profit to secure my first trade. So for the day, I ended up with $1,067.30, which isn't terrible. Not a bad day at all. It's actually pretty good considering that's like a 2R on this account and not the worst. And that's actually pretty good to make. I'm always happy if I can make 2% on an account in a day. That's big for me, in my opinion. I think that's a really good thing to be shooting for consistently. So yeah, I was happy with that, the way it worked out. And so that's those two trades. What I will show you is, Friday, right? Because this is a Friday, it's the end of the week. And Strategy Wars, whenever I'm doing this, I always show the monthly screenshot. That way you can see everything for the month because this competition is over the course of the entire month. So for the whole month of April, I will show you guys the accounts that I'm using and like what they look like. So that way you can see that everything's on the same account. It's not just a bunch of chopped up accounts where I'm just like cherry picking trades or just spamming them. Everything is on the same account. I think around the 5th, I started this account, 50K, and I made $8,000 since I had started it. So that was actually huge. I was actually really happy with that. I know it's not like the biggest amount of money. People show way fancier stuff on YouTube and whatever. But for me, this is like more than adequate to make in this amount of days. So I was more than happy with that. And I do continue to make more. So you will see in the future videos that the account definitely continues to grow as the month goes on. And yeah, that's it. So that's the update on this. That's where I had been so far with this week closing out on the 12th. So that is what that looked like. That's what the live account was looking like. And as of this point, I do believe I had I'd have to look back, but I do believe I had 2 Apex Challenge accounts completed by then. So yeah, I know I definitely had the one. I think the second one I did complete by then. If not, it may be coming up in the next day or two. But anyhow, that is what that was looking like. But the live account is definitely the one that most people like to really see because that's real money. So anyhow, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.